Hello and welcome everyone. If you are new here, my name is Bree and I have some reading updates for you guys. It's been a minute since I did a vlog, so it feels like it's been a long time. It really hasn't. A couple of weeks. I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope you're having a great, what is today? Today is Tuesday, the 28th, I think, and I finished 2 books today. But I have another exciting reading update from before that. Last week, I mentioned this in the video I made last week about cozy reading essentials, but last week I started The Caretaker by Kliewer. And guys, okay, so I read We Used to Live Here last fall, I believe it was, and brilliant book. Like, I think I've mentioned already on here before, but when I finished that book, I got on Reddit. I think I was just searching, like, explanations for the ending. I got on Reddit and I wound up on there going down rabbit holes for hours. Rabbit holes. Anyway, that book messed with my mind. Like, if you have read it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, go grab that one first, honestly. Go grab that one first so that you don't miss out on anything Kliewer, because guys, he's brilliant, let me say. So anyway, when I heard that this one was coming out after how much I loved We Used to Live Here, I ended up pre-ordering it, especially after I realized it wasn't in any of the book subscription boxes that I get for April. So I pre-ordered it and I got it in last week and I started reading it right away because I was so excited about it. And guys, I think I read this in, I know it was less than 2 days. It might have even been more like 24 hours. And if, you know, work and sleep and things like that hadn't gotten in the way, I probably would have just not moved until I finished it, like from open to close, because it's that good. And it was riveting and I wanted to figure out what was going on and I could not put it down. Like, it was so good, you guys. This one is also brilliant. It's also set, I think that Kliewer, the universe he introduces in We Used to Live Here, I think that this book also takes place in that same universe. And I don't want to explain anything about the universe, because if you haven't read either of his books, I would rather you just experience that for yourselves. You know, go into them and learn the universe for yourselves that way, because it's unlike anything I've ever read. I mean, I would classify them as horror, definitely. Horror, really spooky, really creepy, really terrifying. Like, honestly, this book scared the hell out of me, you guys. And I don't scare super easily. One night in the middle of reading this, I was having trouble sleeping because of this book, you guys. Like, I always leave my bathroom door open, which is, I mean, from this, I'm on my bed right now, my bathroom is right back there. I always leave the door open. I don't ever close the bathroom door. And I rolled over ready to go to sleep after reading a few pages of this, like the night that I was reading it, and my bathroom door was shut, and I was just like, excuse me? Like, did I do that? Did I do that? And I mean, especially if you have already read this one, you'll know why that freaked me out so much. But yes, all that to say, you guys, read this. Like, if you love horror, especially if you liked We Used to Live Here, give this one a go, because oh my gosh. Oh, also, the main character in this one is actually stated by the author to have OCD. And quite honestly, if I hadn't known that, I probably would have just read this all the way through and not noticed anything super weird. I would have just been like, yeah, this is how brains work. This is normal. Which is probably a little telling. I'm not diagnosed with OCD, but I'm as sure as you can be without actually going to get an official diagnosis. Especially after reading so many books with main characters who have OCD, especially written by people who have OCD, because they know what it's like inside that brain. And then when I read these and go, wow, that's what it's like inside my brain, it makes so much sense. And oh man, I remembered these while I was reading it, but I also saw, now there's nothing stated about this character being autistic, but I just myself reading it noticed that she also has a lot of autistic traits. Like, specifically, she hates being touched. Like, she does not want to be touched by anybody, even people that she knows really well, although she'll tolerate it from, like, her sister. There are a lot of points in the book where she talks about how her whole life she's been really, really bad at recognizing social cues and doing social cues properly, which was super interesting. And there was one more. There were 3 big ones. That's what led me to be like, hey, I can't remember what it was now. I mean, obviously she has the rigid way of thinking, but that can overlap with OCD. Man, I really should have written these down, because it had me thinking. If I think of it, I'll come back to it. But 100% recommend this, you guys. It was so good. Like, I blew through it so fast, and then I was really sad when it was done. And the ending, you guys, like We Used to Live Here, this book ends and I just sat there like, Although, unfortunately, with this one, it's so new that there are no Reddit rabbit holes for me to go down to see what other people's theories are about things. They don't exist yet. So if more of you could read it and go post on things, your theories about what the heck is happening in this book, in this universe, please do that. And then I will spend hours on there. So awesome. The next book I believe I have talked about already because I've been listening to it on audiobook for a few weeks while I'm driving. The Vampire Lestat. Guys, oh my god. I just finished this morning because I usually just listen to it while I'm driving, but I got where I was going and I was like, you know what? I can't stop listening to this right now. I need to know what happens and how it ends. These are so good. Like, I read The Interview with the Vampire last spring and I loved it. I don't even know why I waited this long to pick up the sequel. Actually, I do know why I waited this long. There are 13 books in this series. 13. That is a lot, and it's very intimidating. And I've also heard that the further in you get, they don't continue being as good. Now, that being said, I think I'm still going to keep going, because I've also heard some other people say that they are all brilliant, and I mean, series kind of intimidate me anyway, just because it feels like such a commitment, and I am such a mood reader, so commitments like that feel very overwhelming, but I'll just go with these at my own pace. This one I loved just as much, if not maybe even a little bit more, than Interview with the Vampire. Lestat's story is so fascinating, especially after reading Interview with the Vampire, and like, I mean, Lestat is kind of the bad guy, the villain of that story, if you will. And then we get to hear his entire life story here. So brilliant, so complex. I loved it so much. And it goes back, obviously, a lot further than Interview with the Vampire, because Lestat was already alive for a while before the events of that story. Guys, like, I was so captivated by this that the second I finished it, I downloaded the audiobook for The Queen of the Damned, the next installment in the series, and I have it sitting in my cart online, the hard copy, because I like having hard copies too. I've just started this recently. I know a lot of you guys do this, where you'll listen to the audiobook but read the hard copy at the same time. I think I've seen some people call it immersive reading. I did that with the end of Project Hail Mary and I loved it. And then I had already been listening to the audiobook of this and I was like, I really need this on my shelf to go with my really pretty copy of Interview with the Vampire. So I listened to the last bit of The Vampire Lestat while reading the hard copy, and it's so, oh my god, I'm in love with this series. I also started watching the AMC TV series of Interview with the Vampire today on my lunch break because I can't get enough. You guys, I can't get enough. And just a couple of days ago, while I was already reading this, a preview for The Vampire Lestat, the next installment in the AMC series, is coming out in June of this year. Like, how did they know? How did they know that I was reading this? It just popped up on my YouTube and I was like, okay, we're starting the series, and in love. I'm in love. These are brilliant. Anne Rice's writing is some of the best I've ever read. That was loud. That was one of the books that I finished today. The other one, I'm so excited to tell you guys about this because I don't know if I have mentioned this yet. Okay, so I would give you guys, a better look at the cover, except it's an ARC, and I couldn't pull up the cover on here very well anyway, so I got accepted. I applied for an ARC of Bone of My Bone by Johanna van Veen because I read her other 2 books last year and absolutely loved both of them. And I got accepted. I got the ARC, and how freaking exciting is that, you guys? I literally created my NetGalley account a couple of weeks ago because I saw that Scorpion Deep was on there by C.G. Drews, another one of my favorite absolute auto-buy authors, who has a new book coming out this year. And when I saw, I think at that time I applied for Scorpion Deep and The Caretaker. I got approved for Scorpion Deep. Now, this was already in April, I want to say, so there wasn't even much time before The Caretaker actually came out, and it's fine, so I didn't have to wait that long. I didn't get accepted for that one, but I didn't have to wait that long. And then I saw that Bone of My Bone was up on NetGalley, so I went and applied for that one too, and I got accepted for that one too. Like, those are my 2 books. Probably the 2 books that I've been most excited about for 2026, you guys. And I got approved for both of them. I'm so happy. Anyway, I digress. I finished Bone of My Bone today on my Kindle, and it was so good, you guys. If I'm being 100% honest, I think that My Darling Dreadful Thing is still my favorite by Van Veen. That is the first one I read by her. And that might even be the reason, like, do you ever read one book by an author and you fall in love with that author's writing, and that one remains your favorite because it was your first experience. It could be that. I also loved the story, and it was spooky. Like, it freaked me out. The spirit companions, terrifying. All right, they just are. This one is, I want to say we are in the 1630s during the 30 Years War, and we follow Sister Ursula, who is a nun at the time. She's very young. She's only, I think, 25. And then she runs into a peasant girl named Elspeth, who is younger than her. I believe Elspeth is 19. So we follow the two of them, who come across each other as they are kind of traveling. Now, I say traveling, but the reason that they're both traveling on the road is because this war was like super brutal and bloody, and it forced a whole bunch of people away from their homes. And so they're on the road, basically running from soldiers, because the soldiers at this time during this war were brutal and awful, and if they came across you, you were probably going to be tortured and die. I suppose I don't know a lot about this war historically, and I actually am really interested after reading this book to learn more about it, because I did not know. I was not aware. Anyway, we follow these two women who come across each other, and then they come across this relic of a saint, and then they kind of end up going on this mission to reunite the relic to kind of get it back to where it needs to go. And there are so many cool things in this book, like, so Sister Ursula is a nun. She's very, very devout and religious. And so there's that aspect of religion in the 1630s, which is very interesting. And there's also a lot of old German lore in this story that involve the dead. And there's necromancy, and there's a lot of really cool stuff in this story. And there is also a sapphic romance. We already know those things about the book. I don't think I included any spoilers. So this story is super, super cool, you guys. Like, it was really good. It was so vivid and visceral, the way that Van Veen writes. It's like you're there. It's like you can see and hear and smell and feel everything that's going on. This one, you guys, it comes out at the end of next month. And if you've already read Van Veen's other books, you're going to love this. Like, I can tell you that already. In my opinion, you're going to love it. I loved it. So definitely pre-order this if you haven't already. And it might, I mean, there's still a chance it could be in the Aardvark box. We'll find out on Thursday. No? Is that Friday? We'll find out in a couple of days, but it might be there. If it's there, definitely grab it. If not, definitely pre-order it, because it was so cool, you guys. It was so cool. Anyway, my camera is getting very close to death, so that's probably enough for right now. That is all of my current reading updates. I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. After this video is over, I'm going to stare at my bookshelf for a while and see what the vibes tell me, because that is usually how I choose my next read. So I hope that you guys are having a great Tuesday. I'm so excited to be back vlogging because it's been a couple weeks. Last week, I was fine. I was fine, but I was exhausted. And it's been a few weeks that I've been feeling like that. But last week, it hit a little harder. And I really have been prioritizing rest and just taking things slowly for a few weeks now, especially the last couple of weeks. And I think it's working. I think it's helping, because I feel so much better this week. And yeah, I hope that you guys are doing great, and that's all I have for you right now. I will see you guys very soon. Hey guys, super quick reading update, because I wanted to tell you guys that I started Into the Drowning Deep last night after I was done filming and made it to my bookshelf to choose my next read, because as I do, I like to just stare at my bookshelf for a little bit and see what calls out to me, and this is the one. This was the winner. And I'm only maybe like 30-40 pages in. I'm already loving it so much. It's really, really cool. It begins with this ship that disappears in the Mariana Trench. It disappears for like 6 weeks, and then when they find it, all of the passengers that were aboard are missing, and like they don't even know where the bodies are. And the part that I'm into now is the sister of one of the passengers on that ship is doing a bunch of stuff trying to figure out what happened to the ship, what happened to her sister, and it's really cool so far. The main character, Tori, is a marine biologist, and she's doing a lot of really cool scientific stuff. There's a lot of cool scientific stuff included in this book already that I'm really enjoying. This is super, super cool. I'm really, really enjoying it so far. And now, let me see. I don't have a lot going on tonight. I think I'm going to redo my nails. Simply because it is time. I like to do them in the middle of the week because I'm not usually home on the weekends. I'm gonna do that. Shower. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get ready for bed really early because I'm tired. I had an incident in the middle of the night last night. So I've been dealing with this dry eye condition, I guess, for about the past year, maybe a little bit longer. And I was kind of just dealing with it at first. And then I woke up one morning to severe pain in my eye. Like, I just woke up to pain. I gained consciousness to pain. And so I went to the eye doctor to find out that what my eyes have been doing is getting so dry while I sleep that my eyelid adheres to my eye. And then upon waking up, when my eye tries to open, it tears. It tears my cornea. So, super fun. We love that. The ones before the time I went to the doctor weren't that severe, but that one morning, it was bad enough that I could not open either of my eyes because it hurt so bad. So, anyway, that was last fall when I actually went to the doctor. And so I've been doing, like, the heated eye pack at night. I've been using eye drops throughout the day and at night and when I wake up and all that. And it's been helping up until 2 nights ago, when I got another really, really minor one. But last night was not minor. I woke up at about 3 in the morning with that same kind of, opened my eye to pain. And luckily it was 3 in the morning this time and not when my alarm went off for work, because I was able to sleep for about 3 more hours and my eye healed up enough in that time that I could open it when I had to go to work. It's just, you can still feel it. It burned for a lot of the morning. It feels pretty decent right now. Anyway, all that to say, I got me some gel eye drops. The thought of that freaks me out a little bit, but the thought of recurrent corneal abrasions continuing is much worse. So we're gonna try this. I also ordered an electric heated iPad, because the one I have right now is microwavable, which is fine, but I don't know, maybe the electric one will work better, or it'll be easier than having to go to the microwave right before bed all the time, because that's kind of annoying, and then sometimes I don't do it. I did do it the past 2 nights that my eyes have scratched, so. And I ordered a little humidifier, so a bunch of stuff. Hopefully it's gonna help this not happen again, because oh my god, guys, like, my body is attacking itself. Anyway, we're good, we're great. My eye feels okay right now. I'm sure the scratch is still healing a little bit, but it's not hurting anymore. I actually don't even at the moment feel like there's anything in there. For most of the day it was burning and it felt like something was stuck in there. But yeah, that's how my day's going. So I really just want to relax because that was a lot. I might do some editing, and I'm definitely going to read some more of this because, you guys, it's so good. It's so good. If you're into water, horror, marine biology, any of that stuff, this is the one, guys. This is the book for you, because it's definitely the book for me. And yeah, I will check in with you guys later. Hey everyone, I am here to close out the little vlog I've been making for the past week or so. Today is Monday, May the 4th. I don't have too many reading updates for you guys at the moment, unfortunately. I think the last time I was on here, I mentioned that I had just finished The Vampire Lestat. 5 stars, brilliant. I am obsessed with it. And Bone of My Bone by Johanna van Veen, which comes out, I want to say May 26th. Loved both of them. So happy with both of them. I am definitely obsessed with Anne Rice's Vampire World right at the moment. I just finished season 1 of the AMC series today, and yesterday on my drive, I started The Queen of the Damned on audiobook, and I'm already really loving this. Just, I can't get enough of these. I know that there are 13 of them, which is wild. I don't think, actually, I'm sure that I've never read a series that big before, and there was no point that I was even considering reading all of them up until I finished The Vampire Lestat, and then I was like, you know what? If they're all this good, yeah, I'm gonna read all of them. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get, and if I continue to love all of them as much as I loved the first 2. This one is doing really good so far. I am also still reading Into the Drowning Deep, which I'm about 135 pages in now. This one's really long too and has pretty small print. I want to say it has a little over 400 pages. I am enjoying the heck out of this one. This one is really cool because it deals with like deep water diving horror, and I already love that kind of stuff. And this one also involves a lot of science, so it's really cool in that aspect, and I am eating it up. I didn't get any reading done over the weekend at all. I didn't read anything. The only thing I did do is I listened to audiobooks while I was driving on my travels. I was listening to this, but as far as reading goes, I don't think I opened this book even once over the weekend, which, you know, sad. But I did have a very eventful weekend. On Friday night, my boyfriend and I went to go watch Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which unfortunately was only okay. It was decent. I feel like it could have been done a lot better. I don't know, there's a lot of body horror in that one. Like, if you are really squeamish with body horror, just be aware of that going into it, because I probably should have expected that, but I didn't. And I am very squeamish with body horror, so yeah, that was a thing. The story was pretty interesting. There were some parts that were really disturbing, but overall, I think I expected more from it. The next one I really want to go see is Hokum, because that looks terrifying. That one just came out on Friday though, so I'm hoping to be able to go see that within the next couple of weeks. I think that this coming weekend I'm going camping with my family, so no movies this coming weekend. What else did I do? Oh, on Saturday night, my boyfriend and I, along with my brother and his wife, we went to go see Architects in concert. They were fantastic. I got a couple of clips that I'm gonna throw in for you guys. But if you guys are into metal at all, definitely check Architects out. And if you have a chance to go see them, oh my god, they're so good live. I had a blast. I had a freaking blast. Yeah, beyond that, it's Monday. I'm exhausted. I'm always exhausted on Mondays. I really want to take a nap right now, but I really want to get this video up as soon as possible, like maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. I want to get this video up, and then I want to do my April wrap-up May TBR video, because I didn't actually get to do that video last month, my March wrap-up and April TBR, for a variety of reasons. One of them being I got a new camera and didn't know how to use it yet, so the footage was not usable. It's fine. We've moved past that. I'm not bitter. Either way, I want to do that for this month, because I had a really good reading month in April. I read 12 books. 2 of them were novellas or short stories, but still, I had a really good reading month. And I want to talk about it with you guys. And hopefully I will be able to pick out at least a loose TBR, like a few hopefuls for May, because I couldn't do that for April. I genuinely looked at the bookshelf and I was like, I have no idea. No idea what I'm going to pick up next. And yeah, that's how that went. I actually ended up, neither of the books that I'm currently reading right now are books that I even owned at the beginning of the month. So, that's how that goes sometimes. Mood reading can be a curse. But anyway, I hope that you guys are having a very fun May the 4th. I didn't realize it was May the 4th, Star Wars Day, until I was already at work. I have one Star Wars shirt I could have worn, but I missed my opportunity. It's okay. I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. I hope that you are all a little bit less exhausted than I am right now. Thank you for being here. If you've made it to the end of this video, extra special thank you for that. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me because I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.